Hey everybody, Shell Brodnax here with another episode of Stager Talk, and I am super stoked today because we have the fabulous Melinda Christman. How are you?
Oh, hi. Thank you for having me. I'm doing great.
Absolutely. I am super excited to talk to you today because if anybody's like been isolated, I mean like really isolated and not online the last couple years, they would have missed that y'all have made quite an impression on the industry very quickly.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you to say that.
Well, for sure. You guys have gotten involved. So your company name is Olive and Opal Interiors. Let everybody know where you're from. Where are you located?
We are in St. Louis, Missouri, and we primarily serve the Central Corridor, so we're very tight into the city.
Yeah.
But
And in the last couple years, you found RESA and
yeah.
you've entered into the awards and it's paying off for you, girl.
I know it's awesome. We were super excited to win and surprised, honestly, because people are so talented. And I mean, the other entries were incredible. So I think we had a conversation right before you announced it, and I was like, "What if we win?" And I was like, "We're probably not going to win." And then they're like, "Anna Neal," and I was like, "Oh my god!" So we're so excited. I mean, it's incredible because I think as a newer business, I think we're in like 5 years now. It just feels like validation from our
Yeah.
peers, and I think that's what's important. It's just feeling like we are doing a good job, because you have highs and lows in the business, and just to get peer validation like that, I think is just really great for us. It just made us feel so good about all the hard work we put into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And for everybody, if you're unfamiliar with the awards, it absolutely is peer review. So it's only the members vote. And let's just look, I mean, look at this. Like this is to me, it's just magazine quality. I mean, I'm just going to put my 2 cents on this particular photo, the main photo here with the living room. You've
Hmm.
got texture. You've got this jute rug, you've got wood texture, you've got the brick, you've got the leather, and it's neutral, but it's got color. It's just so well put together, from the coffee table to the brick on the wall to those chairs. That whole color is just amazing.
Isn't that pretty? Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things that I think has been tricky over the years is learning how to take our own photos so that we can capture some of this incredible work, because I think we spent a lot of time in the first year or so trying to track like photographers down, like, can you give us permission to have the photos, or paying a lot to have someone take photos of one property. But we've gotten better at our own photography so that we can actually show and share like some of the work, because I am really proud of it. And I think that some of the feedback we get, why we're different in our market, is that it doesn't feel staged. We tend to not use sets of things, I think, so it feels a little bit more organic, and doesn't hit you as a staged house right away.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that. I'm really proud of that work.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. So we've got you here for Best Vacant Home Staging of the Year, North America Home Staging Team. That's quite a good thing, especially after 5 years. So that's very impressive. I think we've got some more photos here to show everybody. So here it was the second photo on there, the before and the after. Tell us a little bit about this particular project.
Yeah, that's for actually like a client that flips properties, and we've worked with her maybe 4 or 5 times now. And this was one of the early ones. She does a really nice job with finishes, and those are some of my favorites to try to get really good before and afters when there's a light fixture I really like. So I might personally feel like I love something about that house. And it's a little city house. It's actually not a big one. But we brought in some modern elements, but also we used like sort of an older mid-century table to kind of nod to the age of the house. Because people that live in that area love the character of these houses. They're like a little bungalows and stuff. And so we kind of nodded to that, but we like to keep things modern as well. So lots of color is where we really bring in color in art and rugs, particularly. That way our furniture can be neutral and we can use it for more years. So I think when we invest in our furniture pieces, we try to keep them kind of middle of the road, and I think that's what you see there. So
Yeah, I love this. And again, with the wood, I'm a wood person. I am obsessed with wood and stone and brick. It's just my jam.
Yeah,
Right.
we
That's
love
good.
getting wood, and if it's not in a furniture piece, I think we like to get it in accessories just to like
Somewhere.
bring warmth to spaces.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's another great photo as well.
Yeah, this
And
one is funny to me because that room without furniture is kind of like dingy looking. And I think that's, I mean, not even necessarily to just our work, but just the power of staging. It's like when you don't have anything to like rest your eyes on, all you can look at is like the shape of the carpet and like the shade of the walls, which were like a
yeah,
tiny bit yellowy. And I think just bringing furniture in that had like a little bit of contrast and some of those other elements, I think made such a difference. I mean, it's night and day.
yeah, it definitely is. And again, just all the different textures that are put into this work really, really well together. And then of course back to this one. This one is so
Yeah.
good. I really love this one. I
Yeah.
really, really do love it.
Thank
Well
you. I love
done.
that too. That was a cool area in our town called the Central West End. It has these old, beautiful houses, and that one was a one that had been completely renovated, and it was like completely like smart home, and so it was really unique on its own. But you know, from the outside was like a 1920s house, so really cool. Like those projects are so fun for us because we're just fans of you know, architecture and just like getting to see and like work in all these cool homes. I think it's really fun.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, with the clients that you're working with, when you win the award, did you put out a press release? Did you make announcements? How did you handle all the exposure?
We put it. We were really heavy on social media, so we attribute a lot of our success to our social media presence. My past life was in advertising and digital marketing in particular, so I think that was something we leaned into from the very beginning,
Mhm.
and we definitely did huge announcements on our social media channels, which is very geographically centered around St. Louis. So I think it's like 90% of our followers are St. Louis people. So that's great for us because we're just staging in St. Louis. And, you know, we talked to them on social media and announced it there. We also have kind of plastered it all over our marketing materials. So our website, any of the like printed stuff that we take to consultations and any types of presentations we might do, we can now kind of like have that like little bit of credibility
Yeah.
to share with agents to make sure that they know that they can trust us and they know. I mean, because we are a boutique firm, we have some really incredible staging companies that have been around a really long time in our market, most of them are in RESA, and I like accredit like so much of what I've learned from them. But we are a boutique, so we're like the littler company in town, and so it's nice to show that like that we are doing you know, top of the line work. So
Absolutely. So what do
it's
the
super
agents
fun.
think when you've submitted photos of the home and you've won and it's their listing? How do they react to that?
I mean, they were excited, but like, I don't, they're like, wow, that's amazing. But like, I don't know if they're as excited as we were. I don't know. I mean, I think that they were excited and super congratulatory, but I don't know that they were as excited as like we were, of course, but they
Man,
were super pumped. I think that,
real estate agents, let me learn you up something real quick here, people. Real estate agents, if your stager's receiving an award or has received an award and they have and it's been in your listing, man, I would be taking that information. I would be marketing the
right?
heck out of that. That the stagers that you work with, that your team, these women on your team collaborating with you on your projects, won a national award.
I know, it's
I mean,
exciting.
real estate agents, you're missing the boat, man. If you don't, I'd be plastering that stuff all over my social media. I'd be paying for my stagers to give me, you know, just a one sheet about their
Yep.
information to be able to put it in their listing presentation because there's so much value in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
agree.
also the credibility also with your clients, homeowners, imagining, you know, when you've got award-winning stagers walking in your living room right now giving you advice on what to do, you should probably take it. Just saying. They might know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it is really cool. Or it's super awesome. And sometimes I think it's like we have to be like explain to people we're like in the in the North America. We're like Vacant staging team of North America
All
because
of
they're
North
like, oh,
America.
cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
because
the
they're
people,
like,
they miss that sometimes. It's like, no, North
yeah,
America, it's also Canada. So people
I
from
know.
all over, they're submitting. So that's awesome.
I know,
So
it's incredible.
what's new on the horizon for y'all? Got anything plans coming up 2023? Anything big you're happening?
Yeah, I mean, so we had a little hiccup that derailed us a bit after RESA. We came back and our warehouse flooded 2 days after we got back from Vegas, which was traumatic to say the least. And literally this week, I think we are finally getting some of our front office put back together. So I think that some of the great ideas we had and like motivation we had coming out of July's convention, we can finally get refocused on. But some of the big things are we're going to bring our moving team in-house. So we'll be hiring, we've already made one hire and we'll be hiring another person. So that'll be good for us. We're super excited about that. And just for us, that's going to mean that we can increase our volume, just having more control over the staff day to day. So we're going to try to add 1 or 2 stages a week. I think also we're talking about getting a truck and maybe also like a van. So that's like on our horizon as well. So we're super excited about both of those things.
Huge to be able to do. Do you know how much benefit it gives you when you get your own truck, especially get the truck and get it wrapped? You got to have it wrapped.
I mean, coming from a marketing background, I'm like, oh, I can't wait.
Wrapping is like the staging on the house. It's like if you're an investor, you invest, you renovate or whatever, and then you don't stage it. We're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Wrapping on a truck, man, you haul that all around town. Everybody's going to see you. It's just a whole nother echelon.
I know. I can't wait. So hopefully that's soon. We work with a business coach to help us like move initiatives like that forward. So those are the big things that are coming up for us.
Oh, I love it. I'm super excited for you guys.
Thank you.
Really am. Well deserved. Well deserved. Well, this comes to the end of our time. So everybody out there, Olive and Opal Interiors, tell them your website.
It's oliveandopalinteriors.com. It's all written out, A&D. You can find us there. Also, you can find us on Instagram, which is Olive and Opal Interiors.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, until next time, everybody, it's been another episode of Stager Talk. Check out the awards, the award winners, and congratulations again. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Happy staging, everybody.
Thank you.